Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is August 4th, and right now we're looking at the visible satellite imagery. You can see the marine layer in towards Southern California. Also, the Gifford fire is right around here. We're going to go over that in some detail here in a moment. That is producing a ton of smoke out there. But otherwise, you can see the Central Coast just north of the Gifford fire is doing all right here this morning. The Bay Area generally clear as well. And then you go northbound and you do run into some stratosphere as you get closer to Northwest California. Let's scroll back through the day yesterday. We did have some thunderstorms there across northern portions of California. They moved right across the I-5 corridor, but unfortunately, not much precipitation elsewhere across the state and not much else coming here in the future. I'm going to show you what is coming next, though. Now, taking a look here, and now this is the Gifford fire. Look at that. You can just see it really flare up right there. See the hot spot? And as you go through the day, look at as we go through the afternoon, evening hours, right around sunset, it's really producing tons of smoke. This is 2 days ago, though. You can see the overnight hours. You can see that hot spot still continued to burn. Then we come back out to the morning hours, and again, you can see the hot spot start to grow out there, and then we start to go back in towards, this is yesterday now, and watch it really flare up again during yesterday afternoon, producing huge amounts of smoke. We go through last night, and we're back out towards this morning, probably going to flare up again today, just really blanketing much of the area with a lot of smoke out there. Was hoping to see a fire like this not happen, but here we are indeed. Now, taking a look at the lightning strike density over the last 24 hours, that makes sense. Not dealing with anything across Southern California or the desert areas for the time being. And if we go through the next 48 hours, you'll see I'll scroll through here pretty quickly and just looping through the next 48 hours. We're not talking about much in the way of lightning potential. Now, this is vertically integrated smoke. Same model here, high resolution rapid refresh. You can see all the smoke that is being produced by the Gifford fire. If I put that into motion, we go through the day today. Look at that as we go through this afternoon. Really flares up again, sending smoke, across a lot of Southern California. I mean, Ventura, Santa Barbara counties, Los Angeles, Orange County, San Diego, and places off east all the way through Nevada. You're just getting bathed in the smoke. Yeah, unfortunately, I know how bad that can be. Yeah, not a good look there. Hopefully, we can get some kind of containment on that fire, and hopefully, this doesn't continue to produce smoke as we go through the extended forecast. But here it is. Last update was at 65,000 acres there. Yeah, probably the biggest. I think for sure it is the biggest fire so far this year across the state of California, and you can see it again. There's 65,000 acres. It is in this orange outline here where the present location of this fire is. The cause is still under investigation. I don't know. I haven't heard anybody with any rumors or anything like that. But yeah, it is still under investigation. And there's some good cams out there as well. You can see during the morning hours, it doesn't flare up too bad, but no doubt this plume is going to grow and rise. Some of the time lapses have been kind of wild, showing just a huge plume of smoke that rises up during the afternoon hours and, of course, gets pushed downstream and just blankets the area with that thick smoke. So again, driving over the point today, day one, we're not expecting thunderstorms across state of California, maybe just off to portions of Oregon, just off to the northeast there. And we have some elevated fire concerns across portions of Nevada, Arizona, and Utah. Some critical exists out there also. Now, what is to come? So artificial intelligence model, 500 millibars. You can see we got a system going through the Pacific Northwest, but nothing for California out of that. Ridging does really get established here across the west coast of North America as we go through next weekend. And we're going to ramp up the temperatures a bit here as we go. I'll show you those here in a moment. We scroll up into the 10-day period there, and you can see not much in the way of activity coming here for the state of California. And if we take a look over the next 6 days here, you see not much precipitation at all. A couple weak tropical systems way off to the south, harmlessly moving off to the west there. And yeah, no precipitation scheduled for much of the state of California here over the next 6 days. Here's the max daily 2-meter temperature. This is Monday, August 4th. You can see we got temperature suppressed across much of the valley areas. I mean, you're still getting up into the 90s, but as you can know, it can get much warmer this time of year, and it's going to warm up quite a bit here, which I'll show you in a bit. But you can see the desert area is still pretty hot here. I mean, you're talking about 105 for Las Vegas, some 110-degree readings there for a lot of the deserts there. Death Valley is probably topping out. Let's see, maybe 115 or so. And we go through the next few days. I'm going to scroll up here and you'll see as we go through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, see the gradual warming trend for the Sacramento, the San Joaquin Valley, and some of the interior valleys here. We're really starting to ramp these temperatures up as we go through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We keep this heat with us, and that's a result of that ridge building off the west coast of North America. And we go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and do we drop those temperatures down a little bit there? Who knows? We'll see how that goes, but definitely a warming trend coming up, especially for interior areas. Now, if we take a look at 2 meter temperature anomalies, so let's scroll through here. And as we go towards the weekend, you can see the oranges and the reds start to return. But you'll also notice here that the coastal areas are still right around or below normal here. But if you get away from the immediate coastline, we really ramp these temperatures up as we go through next week. And I mean, look at that. It's going to hang around with us. But again, we're still getting that familiar pattern where the coastal areas are below normal and the interior areas are quite a ways above normal here as we go through the mid period of August. Now, 6 to 10 day, should look familiar here, above average here for a lot of the West Coast. Then we go to the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. Not much expected in this time frame yet for California, but you see that little bit of a hint of some monsoon season signal maybe getting going here as we go through August 9th through 13th. 8 to 14 day, not telling us much there. And again, that little bit of a hint of maybe some monsoon moisture creeping down towards extreme southeast California and portions of Arizona. If you guys want to check out my Seafair 2025 Blue Angel slow motion video, go to the Patreon page and click on that, or just go to the Pacific Northwest Weather Watch page and take a look at it. It's all shot in slow motion, so you can see the action slowed down for you. So yeah, visit the Patreon page, get daily updates here. It's free to join, or you can, of course, donate some of your hard-earned money, help support the channel. But anyway, what else? That's all I got for you guys today. We'll check everything out tomorrow. Hopefully this fire gets under control here sooner rather than later. And I will talk to you guys later.